And welcome back to Grove City Hockey's presentation of the MIHA Championships. We are here with the T3B Championship game between the Detroit Fuel and the Buffalo Henny Boys. Henny Boys start with it behind their own net. They will break out here. Pass up to number 11. Huge stretch pass right there, but unable to connect. Slips and falls. Here come the Fuel as they will break out on their own. 2-on-2 opportunity here. Shot, save made. Another redirection, but it will go wide of the cage. Henny Boys will collect and move it up. Puck just slips past a friend. Bounces towards the front of the net, but no danger there. Fuel will collect in the neutral zone, get it picked off by the Henny Boys. 2-on-2 opportunity. Shot, save made. Deflected wide. Another opportunity. Save made. Another opportunity. Save made. And it will go wide. Henny Boys still with the puck as they will recollect in the neutral zone. But a couple huge saves there. The Fuel playing with fire early, but managing to not get burnt. Here come the Henny Boys going through the neutral zone. Outnumbered as they try to break through this wall of the Fuel. And it's picked off. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Fuel. Will he pass? Will he shoot? Pass broken up by the Henny Boys. And they will start a breakout on their own. Slips and falls. This will stymie things a little bit. Pass deflected into the corner. Fuel will collect and pass it up to number 13, Mason Brockett. Here comes Brockett. Shot blocked. Hits the shin of a Henny Boy defender. He will take it in his own zone and start the breakout. Slowly but surely, he will turn back now. He will bring it back, pass it back, and the Henny Boys will go behind their own net and figure things out. How do you think of play so far? It seems fast-paced.
It is. It's playoff intensity. They got the speed for the Henny Boys, and the Fuel look like they're on the ropes early trying to slow things down.
Absolutely. Fuel have to gain control here if they want to stabilize. Henny Boys, as we say that, will collect in their own zone. They have managed the puck. They have controlled the puck for most of this first period over the first couple minutes. Here comes shot from the slot. Save made, and it will be held by the Fuel goaltender, John Venata.
Good save there. Timely.
He has been excellent so far with multiple saves, and he's really had to stand on his head so far, don't you think?
I agree. He's you can see the nervous energy in his team right now. You can inspire some confidence with some solid goaltending.
Absolutely. They're going to need it unless they can start gaining some puck possession. As I say that, they will lose the puck in the neutral zone. Henny Boys will push it up. Stolen by the Fuel. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Number 20 for the Fuel. Cuts to the net. And it's in! Fuel score! Number 20, Jimmy Giordano with the first goal of the game. The Detroit Fuel, just as we were saying, they were on the ropes. They opened the scoring.
How about that? A great power move to the front of the net from a bad angle. And Casillas gets a piece, but not enough. And the Detroit Fuel are off and running.
That's one of those things that can be discouraging if you're the Henny Boys, but they still control play, and they look to find the equalizer. Number 2, Dan Verana will pass it up. Jose Casillas loses it, and 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Fuel. Lines up, shoots, saves right into the breadbasket of the Henny Boys goaltender.
And that's Lucius Casillas, and he played very well for them in the first game earlier today. That shot, how he gave up no rebound there, was constant in the previous game. He'll look to continue that here.
Face off to the right of the Henny Boys goaltender, won by the Henny Boys, as they will look to collect from behind their own net and break out. Here comes Casillas. Passes it up to Xander Casillas. Shot just wide, and here comes the Fuel as they take it off the boards into the neutral zone. Stripped by Casillas. Casillas breaks out. Passes it to the other Casillas in the slot. Shot. What goal? Number 87, Dominic Nielsen with the goal from Jose Casillas. And the Henny boys, just like that, have tied the game.
Yeah, the Casillas, I believe it was Jose Casillas passed to Xander Casillas. The shot on goal, the rebound buried, and we're tied at 1.
That's how you need to respond if you're the Henny boys. And they have controlled play. Now they got the equalizer. Can they continue to build off their momentum? Fuel are hoping not. Pass to the slot, broken up, and it will be collected in their own zone by Justin Haig. Haig behind his net. Passes it back. Still looking for an opening. Passes it up to Brockett. Brockett through the neutral zone. Up to Haig. Haig, shot, scores! Justin Haig gives the Detroit Fuel a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Haig comes down the wing here and receives the pass. And then as he throws what seemed like a harmless shot on Casillas, it eats him up, and it's 2-1.
Is this one of those times? I mean, this has been a long weekend. Does fatigue play a factor if you're Casillas?
For sure it does. You got to be waiting around all day. This is the second last game of the day. Players are tired. It's been
a long weekend. This is where you really rely on your warm-up routine and on your fundamentals. And so far, Casillas, who's normally very solid, has looked a little shaky. The Henny boys trying to find the equalizer again. Takes a weird bounce off the corner boards. And they'll be forced to regroup behind their own net. Here comes Jose Casillas. Got the assist on the equalizer earlier. He's looking to have similar success here. Passes it to the right. Shot, save made, rebound. Collected by the Henny boys. But it will be deflected aside. Fuel with a possible breakaway opportunity. 1-on-1. Broken up by the Henny boys. Right there. Jimmy Giordano with an opportunity. But closed off by Ianello. Ianello, 1-on-1 here in the slot. He'll think better of it. Circle back around, and he loses the puck. Most unfortunate there. Henny boys loses it. 1-on-1 here for the Fuel. Now a 2-on-1. Shot, save made, deflected to the corner. Fuel's shot from opportunity from the slot, broken up. Fuel putting on some pressure now as they look to maintain control of the puck. Mason Brockett will take it back into his own zone. Passes it up here. Fuel looking to continue to build momentum. Nedball. Nedball passes it up. Gets it to Napolitano. Napolitano back to Nedball here through the neutral zone. Broken up there by Rusin or Ianello. Both players wear number 11. We can only see. Only the refs know at this point.
Should be Ianello.
Should be Ianello. Here comes the Henny boys. Oh, opportunity in the slot, but it's deflected away. Good defense there by Fuel. Will they try to push this up? This is a 2-on-1 opportunity. It looks like they're going to think better of it as Napolitano kind of stumbled around with the puck a little bit. Unable to really get the attack going. Fuel controlling in their own zone. 5:11 left in the first period. It is 2-1 in favor of the Fuel. Pass it through the neutral zone, deflected away. Here comes Jose Casillas. Shot from outside, blockered away into the corner. Jose Casillas maintains control. Passes it up to Ianello. And he'll pass it all the way back down as the Henny boys will regroup and look for a line change. Zabara. If I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. Sparra passes it up to Jose Casillas. Shot wide of the goal. Here comes the Fuel. Brockett. Deflected a little bit, maintains control of it, but loses it here. Henny boys will now look to make the transition as they enter the attacking zone. Pass across. Shot in the slot, and was that deflected, or did he just shoot that into the upper netting?
I think it hit something. They're going to keep the face-off in deep to the left of Venata.
Right you are. Face off to the left of Veneta. 4 minutes left here in the first period. Face off won by the Fuel in their own zone. Pass it up to Giordano. Giordano up to Schroeder. Schroeder weaves his way into the attacking zone. Shot deflected wide. Schroeder maintains control of it. Deflected by Henny Boyz player. And here comes a potential opportunity. Shot. Iannello chested aside that time. Rebound taken control of. Opportunity out in front. Henny Boyz unable to convert there. Good defense by the Fuel to deflect that one away. Iannello steals the puck. Shot from the slot. Oh, nothing doing there as it goes wide. Fuel will look to take it out of their own zone. Schroeder to the right of the goal. Or the left of the goal, rather. Now to the right of the goal. And he'll just pass it back. And the Fuel will regroup in their own zone. So far, the Fuel have maintained most of the momentum and the scoreboard lead. Here they come now. Shot, gloved aside, rebound, deflected away. Henny Boyz battle in the corner. They'll push it up. 1-on-2 opportunity, maybe a 3-on-2. Now as they progress into the attacking zone, tries to weave it past the defender, unable to do so. Henny Boyz still maintain control, however, and they'll regroup in their own zone. Push it into the neutral zone. Weaves by one. Excellent move there by Iannello. Iannello, 1-on-1, trying to make something happen there. Unable to do so. Battle behind the net. Iannello maintaining control of it. Henny Boyz putting on some pressure here. Iannello steals it from behind the net, but the Fuel are able to take it right back. Fuel breaking out now. Shot. Patted away. Nothing much on that one. Stretch pass just out of the reach of Jose Casillas, and the Fuel will get a counterattack of their own going. Shot. And that will be stymied by the Henny Boyz netminder, and that will cause a face-off.
Good save there by Lucius Casillas, and he's able to smother the rebound.
Anything to his chest, he's been able to control it. Venata, on the other hand, not so much. Do you think that opens up an opportunity for the Henny Boyz to crash to the net?
If I were the Henny Boyz, I'd be getting as many pucks and bodies to the net right now as possible.
Yeah,
Make it uncomfortable.
Absolutely. Fuel will move it up. Brockett, pass across, deflected by a Henny Boyz defender. Looked like Luis Casillas. Jose Casillas, sorry. There's a lot of names. Sometimes they're confusing. Jose Casillas now with the puck. He'll move through the slot. Weaving across. Pass! Stopped by the Fuel netminder. What a huge save to come across the crease. And now here come the Fuel on their own. 1-on-1 opportunity. Weaves by the defender. Through his legs, and that's stopped. Marvelous goaltending and marvelous offense happening right now. But still, the scoreboard hasn't changed. Here comes Vrana. Vrana across. That's stopped too! Unbelievable! The Fuel netminder is playing out of his mind. Here comes the Fuel. Shot blocker to side. Because Iannello through the neutral zone. Makes some moves. Shot. Hits some bodies. Deflects wide. Another shot. Might have hit the netminder. And that will be the end of the period. Unbelievable. Stay tuned for the second period, where more is sure to come. Welcome back as we enter period 2. Fuel. Oh, I was just about to say Fuel were up 2-1, but the Henny boys said no, we're tied. 2-2.
And a good shot there from Xander Casillas. Seemingly harmless shot from the half wall, but it finds its way through the net into the top corner, and we're tied at 2.
Sometimes as the game goes on, as these days get later in a big tournament like this, man, you gotta be locked in every single start of the tournament, every single start of the period, and the netminder there was not. 2-2 now. This game has changed on a dime. The Fuel controlled most of the first period, got the lead, but now just like that, it's tied and that goes in! Jonathan Schroeder, I don't know if it hit a body out in front. The goaltender sure looked like thought it was going to go wide. It didn't. It went into the back of the net.
Yeah, Casillas looks a little off balance there on that one. I think it did hit something. I just have no idea what it hit in front of the net.
That is crazy. We're not even 2 minutes into the second period, and it's already, we've had 2 goals, and weird goals. Fuel trying to get some stability here, but the Henny boys are attacking. Here comes Xander Casillas behind the Fuel net. He gets rubbed off. Then he gets back. He gets the puck back, weaves it through, unable to find a compatriot to get it to. Fuel will move it through the neutral zone. Shot, deflected away. Possible, maybe a 2-on-1 forming here. That looks like it hit number 88, Kyle Nedball, and that went into the netting, and that will cause a face-off.
Yeah, great play by Veneta. Good stick in lane, and he just deflects that one up and out of play.
Fuel defense, for the most part, has played pretty well, I would say.
Stout.
But still, 2 goals given up on some weird stuff. It's a weird game, man. Fuel will collect it in their own zone. Justin Haig getting harassed by the Henny boy defender. Weaves his way through and then rams right in to Lucius Casillas. And then there's another Fuel player that got tripped up at the blue line. All sorts of chaos. Hey, buddy, there's a goalie there.
Runs him right over. He took the contact pretty well.
Yeah, it was
They
like,
just both kind of.
it's like, turn, stop, do something. Like,
My goodness.
look, I know it's a long weekend, but like, maybe look up a little bit. Be careful if you're driving home from Fraser. Some of these hockey players don't know what's happening in front of them. Play will resume. Fuel will collect in the neutral zone. Leon up to Brockett. Brockett shot, easily turned aside there, and we will get a whistle.
Casillas looked a little unsure of himself. His confidence might be a little bit dwindly at this point.
How do you get your confidence back in a situation like this? You've had weird bounces not go your way. What do you do?
I've always been told play as fundamentally sound as you can, and then your fundamentals will hopefully will your way out of it, and you'll be able to go from there.
Here comes the Henny boys. They look to start an attack, deflected out in front, but it goes wide. Looked like maybe some danger there from behind the net, but no such luck. The Fuel defenders playing well. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Here comes Brockett. Brockett's got a friend with him, unable to connect with him. A little collision happening there between a Henny boy and a Fuel player, but no major issue. The Henny boys will collect in their own zone. Sparza will pass it up. Here comes a shot opportunity. No, elects against it. Takes it behind the Fuel net. Cycles around, looking for friends. Tries to find a friend, deflected by a Fuel player. Recollects it on his own. Still with it. Great individual effort by Jose Casillas. He passes it across. Opportunity there. Tries to get it out front, but it's deflected by the stick of Venata. And here comes the Fuel. Nick Leon, shot wide. Henny boys will take it off the long rebound. 2-on-2 opportunity here. Casillas scores! Jose Casillas on the one-on-one opportunity in the high slot. Snaps it right by the blocker of Venata.
Yeah, good play there. Good puck support as they came up the rink for the Buffalo Henny boys. Jose Casillas collected it on his side of the red line, skated it up, and he wires one past Venata, and it's 3-3 in this one.
8:20 left. Fuel will win the faceoff. We got a 3-3 championship game, the T3B championship game between the Fuel and the Henny boys. Fuel and Henny boys have gone back and forth. One gets a goal, the other one equalizes it. Henny boys, the last to do so, off the stick of Jose Casillas. Detroit Fuel moves it through the neutral zone. Big number 88, Kyle Nedball, takes it behind the net. Looked like he tried to get a pass out front, but it was deflected away. Henny boys will steal. Shot, sticked aside, will go behind the net. And the Fuel, and we got a whistle. Oh, I wonder what this is going to be. Looks like a penalty.
Casillas left the crease. It's going to be Kyle Nedball getting the penalty, and the Henny boys are going to get the first power play of the game.
Big time power play here for the Henny boys. An opportunity to take a lead in a game where a lead has not lasted very long. So let's see if they can make the most of this opportunity. Face off to the right of Venata. And it will be won by the Henny boys, but it will be dumped all the way back down. Henny boys will collect from their own zone. Power play just starting. Here comes the Henny boys. Passes it to the point. Back down to Casillas. Xander Casillas this time. Back to the point. Verana quarterbacking this power play. Xander Casillas back to Verana. Back to Casillas. Verana again. Shot. Scores! That might have been deflected out front, but either way, it's 4-3 Henny boys now.
Yeah, and a great, well-executed power play. They had the diamond set up, some traffic in front of the net, pass it back from the half wall to the top of the point, and eventually one gets wired past Venata, and it's 4-3.
Let's see how long this one lasts. 6:15 here in the second period. The Henny boys have taken the lead again. Shot, blockered aside by Venata. That is probably a huge confidence booster at this time. Just seeing one deflected away. Here comes Brockett. Brockett just looking to maintain control as the Fuel retreat back into their own zone. Brockett carries it through. Weaves by one, scores! What a great individual effort by Mason Brockett. Carried it from his own zone, weaved by a defender, and beat the goalie.
Yeah, what a finish there by Mason Brockett. He takes the 1-on-2, chips it into an area where he can get there first, and then chips it past Lucius Casillas, and we're back even.
Holy smokes. Man, if you got a lead, just know it's not going to last very long. And, oh, most unfortunate, we got a broken stick. And that will force Dominic Nielsen to come out. That's always unfortunate. Face-off won by the Fuel. 5 minutes left here in the second period. It's a 4-4 game between the Fuel and the Henny boys for the T3B MIHA Championship. Retreat just slings it back into his own zone for Nedball to carry it. Nedball brings it back. Here come the Fuel as they get organized. Directed across, deflected, and this one will go into the upper netting. Face-off looks to be to the left of the Henny boys netminder. What back and forth action we're experiencing here. What do you think a team has to do to take control of this game right now?
I think they got to be smart off the rush. I think for the Henny boys, they got to make sure that they get chances off the rush, even get some zone time. And for the Fuel, I think they just got to keep defending well and making plays off the counterattack as one goes wide.
Ooh, a big opportunity there on a pass across that just gets deflected wide. Not quite enough of it for Giordano. Pass up, deflected. Shot ends up getting to the netminder where he has to pad it aside. Battle for the puck here, Giordano. One-on-one, shot, sticked aside. That will go into the netting, and we will have another face-off.
Good active stick there from Lucius Casillas to put that one up into the mesh.
Yeah, controlling rebounds for both of these goalies are going to be at a premium. So many weird bounces. You hate to have the one that bounces right in front of you and ends up in the back of the net. Face off to the right of Casillas. It will be won by the Fuel. Looks like they'll maintain control here. Shot. Rebound out front. Another save there by Casillas. A couple big saves. Just what we talked about, rebounds, but he's able to manage it and makes the second save and keeps the score at even. Here comes Brockett. Brockett passes it across to Napolitano. Napolitano shot wide. Fuel will recollect in their own zone. Passes it to Napolitano. Napolitano all the way across to Brockett. Brockett deflected out front, but that one's saved. And here comes the Henny boys. 2-on-2 right now. Shot. Looks like it's lost in the pads, but it is stopped, and we will get a whistle.
Good save there by Verona. He wasn't even sure he made that save, but nonetheless, the rebound's underneath him.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you just got to get something in front of it, and Veneta does there. Face off to the right of Veneta. Battle at the point, but Sparza will maintain control of it. He'll pass it up. Henny boys. Oh, nice move there. Here comes the Henny boys. Pass across. Shots. Oh, stop there. He's made a couple of nice cross creases, and he had to make another one there. The goalie's starting to come alive to keep this game at even. Here come the Fuel. Fuel building an attack, but it's broken up. 2-on-1 the other way. Here come the Henny boys. Will he pass? Will he shoot? He'll shoot, and he will score! Jose Casillas does it again. He breaks the tie, and it's 5-4.
Yeah, great play in his own zone there by his brother Xander Casillas. Xander Casillas swatted that puck back out to the neutral zone, allowing them to go in on a 2-on-1. And an opportunistic Jose Casillas comes in and wires it high blocker on Veneta, and it's 5-4.
Boy, has his shot been going today. Fuel trying to find the equalizer again. They've done it countless times. Can they do it one more time? Shot misses everything but the glass. It'll rim around the glass and end up on the stick of Iannello. Iannello dishes it all the way back as the Henny boys will collect in their own zone. Passes it up to Xander Casillas. Down to Sparza. Sparza behind his own net. Gets it up. Here comes the Henny boy. Shot. Just got a skate on it, as it will be deflected aside. Fuel will be able to take it from there, and it's a 3-on-3 even break. Here come the Fuel. Fuel tried to get it out front. Tried to get another deflection. It's worked so well for him so far, but that one's broken up, and that will be the end of the second period. Stay tuned for more Grove City hockey as we come back with the third period of the T3B Championship. Welcome back to the exciting third period of the T3B championship game between the Detroit Fuel and the Buffalo Henny Boys. The Henny Boys, after battling at even game, have managed to find the advantage. Oh, great stick by Venata to deflect that one out. Lots of offense here early. We saw an early goal by the Henny Boys in the second period. Will we see another one here in the third period? No team has had more than a one-goal lead. Will the Henny Boys change that here in the third? Championship on the line. Who's going to make the big play? Will it be a Henny Boys player? We've already seen Jose Casillas make several of them today. Or will it be the Fuel? Will they get the equalizer and find a way to push ahead? We have 13 minutes to find out. Fuel in the attacking zone now. Ned ball will bring it back to Napolitano. Napolitano back to Ned ball. Going through the neutral zone. He'll cycle, looking for something better. He'll drop it off for Brockett. Brockett goes behind his own net. Finds a pass to Napolitano. Napolitano looked like he was trying to find traffic out in front, but unable to find a lane to get the puck there. Instead, he'll just cycle it back. And it looks like Leon will take it behind his own net. 12-13 left. 5-4 lead favoring the Henny Boys. This game has already slowed down much more compared to the first two periods. The Fuel trying to control the game. Verana for the Henny Boys breaks that one up. And here comes Xander Casillas. He's got a friend. And his stick breaks. Looked like it banged against a Fuel player's stick. Passes it up. Stretch pass for Napolitano. Completely misses. And Fuel will have to cycle it back to the neutral zone. Here comes Brockett. Brockett getting harassed right now, and he will get the puck stripped from him. Here comes Iannello. Iannello looks like it hit the post. Fuel dodge a bullet there after the neutral zone giveaway. And they have a shot to create some offense of their own. Shot there, hits the post, no danger there as the goaltender was sealing the post. Barza moves it up to Iannello. Iannello, who just had an opportunity earlier, tries to pass across, but it's broken up by the Fuel. Fuel will move it up. Ned ball, unable to corral that pass off the boards, and Henny Boys will control it in their own zone. Line changes for both teams. Here come the Henny Boys. After a couple minutes of quiet, offenses are starting to break out. Here come the Henny Boys. Sparza just passes it around the boards. Fuel intercept. Passes it through the neutral zone. Schroeder, one-on-one. Shot save made off the shoulder of Casillas. Into the corner. Puck battle. Henny Boys win. Here comes Iannello. Moving it through the neutral zone. Battle behind the net into the corner. Multiple bodies going after it. Fuel will be the ones to corral it. Here comes Ned ball. Another pass off a stick and just unable to be corralled by the Fuel. Here comes Verana. Verana into the attacking zone. Shot just wide there. Another opportunity. Iannello. That misses everything. Fuel will take the rebound and start their own attack. Giveaway there. Here comes Xander Casillas, one-on-one, makes some moves, unbelievable move, but unable to finish. But it looks like he will draw a penalty.
Yes, sir, a nice inside-outside move, swiveled him into the rink, and he gets a shot away on Venata, good shoulder save, and then going back through, he draws the penalty.
Ned ball will go to the box again, that time just trying to keep the lead, or to keep the deficit at one, unable to do so. And now he's cost his team. Now they're a man down. Face off to the right of the Fuel goaltender will be corralled by the Henny boys. After some deflections, the Fuel will take control of it. Here comes Napolitano to the slot. Tilney able to control in the corner. He is bleeding precious moments of this power play. This could be the golden opportunity the Henny boys are looking for. No team has had a 2-goal lead in this game. Henny boys are trying to find it. Tilney, with some great individual effort, is able to win the puck back for the Fuel. Leon will take it behind his own net. He's getting harassed, though. Luis Casillas, who else? The puck will go all the way back down, however, and end up in the Henny boys' zone. Here comes Verana, trying to get this power play going. Already a minute bled off the 2-minute advantage. Luis Casillas, he's already got a couple goals. Pass across, shot, gets nothing. Completely wide. Back to Casillas. Verana, shot, deflected out front. Again, another big save there by the Fuel. He's had his moments of brilliance. Shot, save made again through traffic. Unbelievable stop on Luis Casillas, who's had his, or Jose Casillas, sorry, who's had his fair share of big plays.
Yeah, big save sequence there by Venata. He had 3 or 4 of them on that, standing tall on the penalty kill.
Just 15 seconds left on this power play. Big clear there by the Fuel. And that just might about do it. One more push here for the Henny boys. Opportunity to go up 2 goals might be squandered. Jose Casillas trying to change that. Shot, misses everything, goes wide, hits the glass. Xander Casillas, his brother, able to corral it for the Henny boys, and Jose will go into his own zone. Passes it up. Henny boys just trying to find that 2-goal advantage. Verana back to Casillas. Shot. Looked like it got deflected aside. Xander Casillas. Shot. Might have hit the blocker of the goaltender. Also goes to the corner. Casillas battling for it. Stripped away by the Fuel. Here comes Brockett in the Fuel. Maybe a 2-on-1 opportunity. Deflected. Save made. Absolutely magnificent save there. 2-on-1 the other way. Shot. Blockered away off the glass. And here comes the Fuel, who are going to look to go into transition. 3-on-2 opportunity. Shot. Right into the bread basket of the Henny boys netminder. And you have to think Leon might want that one back.
Yeah, he goes up and brings it into the offensive zone, shoots one and right into the bread basket of Lucius Casillas.
Fuel will win the attacking zone faceoff. Get the offense going, deflected, scores! The equalizer is found! Tilney, who's had a fantastic third period, and he comes up big there off of the deflection, and we have an even game again.
Yeah, great play from the half wall. They threw a shot pass towards the net. Great tip, and we're even.
With 5:20 left, this game that's gone back and forth has now drawn even once again. T3B championship here at Big Boy Arena. MIHA championships. T3B. 5 minutes left. Who will be the hero? Not Schroeder this time. Maybe later, but not this time, as his shot is stopped by the Henny boys netminder.
Another good save there from Lucius Casillas.
Face off to the left of Casillas, won by the Henny boys. Immediately lost possession. Fuel will gain possession. Ned Ball will find it in his own zone, take it behind his net, and the Fuel will look to break out into offense. A trip there. Oh, bad timing. Xander Casillas with what looks to be a trip. And the Fuel are going to go on the power play now.
This might be the Fuel's first opportunity of the game. We'll see if they can capitalize late in the third period.
So far, the Fuel have only had the lead once. The Henny boys have had it, I believe, 4 times and squandered each and every one of them.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a back and forth game in this one.
Here come the Fuel. First power play opportunity for them. 5-5 game, 3:50 left, T3B championship. Are you on the edge of your seat yet? 'Cause I am. Here we go. Fuel passes it back to Netball. Netball unable to get to that one. We'll take it in the neutral zone. Here come the Fuel. Netball takes it back. Fuel looking to try to find some offense. Shot off, opportunity out front. Big save made there. Puck still loose out front. Henny boys will collect it, and they will clear it all the way down. Napolitano will collect it in his own zone. Fuel will get a change as they look for another attack here with a minute left. Passes it down to Schroeder. Schroeder looked like it hit a stick out in front and deflects wide of the goal. Leon, take it at the point. Shot, deflections out in front, stopped. Schroeder here on the half boards. To the point. Leon, shot, deflected out front, and stopped there by Lucius Casillas. My apologies. I don't know how your name's pronounced. That's my bad.
Good opportunity. So far, a well set up power play here for the Fuel. They've had a player in front and the diamond set up. They're moving it well. They just haven't scored yet.
Fuel will start again. 14 seconds left. Last real opportunity here. Haig, shot out front, rebound, scramble, scores! The Fuel have taken the lead. Jimmy Giordano with 2:05 left. A power play goal off of a rebound.
Yeah, there was about 3 or 4 tries at it. Lucius Casillas was trying to look around covering the puck. He was unable to find it, and the Fuel found it first. They lead at 6-5.
2 minutes left. We enter stopped clock. We're within 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. The clock will stop every time there is a whistle. So this game, this last 2 minutes can sometimes feel like an eternity when you have the lead, as the Fuel do now for only the 2nd time in this game. Fuel trying to get that 2-goal lead. Shot, misses everything, goes wide. Henny boys, they've evened it up before. Can they do it again? Xander Casillas, shot, might have hit the post there, and it will be dumped all the way down. Fuel treating this like a 2-minute penalty kill. When will the extra attacker come out for the Henny boys? Xander controls it, loses it, regains control of it, gets over to Sparza. Sparza back to Casillas. Passes it up to Iannello. Iannello back to Sparza, and it goes all the way down. Less than a minute here. T3B championship. Fuel up 6-5. Here comes Iannello. Iannello into the attacking zone. Shot. Deflected out in front. Jose Casillas stopped again. Still with the puck. Cycles behind the net. Sparza. Shot. Wide of the net. Dumped all the way down.
You got to wonder when Lucius Casillas is coming to the bench for the extra skater.
Plays the puck just out of the outstretching stick of a Fuel defender. Here come the Henny boys. Physicality as they battle for the puck. Fuel look like they come out with it. Dump it all the way back down. 19 seconds left. Henny boys still down 1. Iannello gets the stretch pass off to Casillas. Iannello battles for it. Still in the neutral zone. 5 seconds now. Jose Casillas behind the net. 1 second, and that'll be it. The Fuel are your T3B champions.
What a great game here. Well played for the Fuel. They kept hanging around. They took the lead late, and they hold on to win. Congratulations to them. They are worthy winners.
Man, oh man, I don't think you can ask for a better game than that, but we're sure going to try for our next game, the T3A Championship, coming up right after this. Welcome back to Grove City Hockey's presentation of the MIHA Championships here in beautiful Fraser, Michigan at the Big Boy Arena. We are here for the last game of the night. We are about to crown our final champion, the T3A champions. Who will it be? Will it be the Sixers or will it be the pride of Fraser themselves, the Detroit Revolution? Are we about to have the national anthem? This is no? Yes? This is fantastic. I don't know what's happening.
They'd have to play 2 national anthems because the Sixers are from Toronto.
The Sixers looking to give Canada something to celebrate because there certainly won't be a Leafs win tonight. So let's see if they're able to give the people of Canada something to feel proud about. Here comes the T3A championship game. The puck drops and D Rev will take control here early. Pass across, broken up by number 24, Steven Serper. You're going to hear that name quite a bit throughout this broadcast. Serper is one of the most impactful players for the Sixers. Serper, shot absolutely wide, misses everything. Here comes D Rev. Courtney passes it up. Here comes D Rev probing. Bartkowitz. I'm sorry, number 0. Your name is too hard to pronounce. He loses the puck anyway. And here come the Sixers. Steven Serper again will take it behind his own net. Waiting, probing, and here come the Sixers. Kutea gets it broken up. Battle for the puck in the corner. D-Rev will take it from there. They will attack through the neutral zone. Banker off, shot wide, misses everything. Off the glass, here come the Sixers, looking for a counterattack. Even 2-on-2 here. Shot padded away into the corner. Excellent save there. D-Rev looking to make some moves here. Passes it to a friend in the corner. Back to number 65, Kevin Shaning. All the way back down. Shaning will get the puck once again. Patiently waiting. Seaman moves it up for D-Rev. They'll go through the neutral zone. Shot. Save made there. Another shot. Another save. Couple big saves there for the Sixers.
A good start to the game for Lucas Serper as well as Recor in that both of these goalies strong early.
Another group of families here. We just had a bunch in our last game with the Henny boys. Now we got the Serpers here. 3 Serpers on the Sixers roster. So if you get a little confused, don't worry. I'm right there with you. Here comes D-Rev moving it up. Off a skate, pass goes a little bit awry. Sixers able to capitalize. Sixers attack through, shot from the slot, deflected wide. Dan Moon takes it from here. Shot hits the shins of a D-Rev defender. Battle for it there. Steven Serper able to get into his own zone where a compatriot will be able to collect it. Wilson moves it up. As the Sixers tried to move it up, but it's deflected away. They're going to have to recollect from their own zone. D-Rev hounding defense so far. Here comes shot. Stopped there by Serper. Big save there. D-Rev putting on a lot of pressure. Maintains control of it despite a probing Sixers defender. Here comes Shaning. Shaning weaves his way through, throws it to the front of the net. Another shot, scores! Max Shemansky opens the scoring here as D-Rev will take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and a good finish there. The initial shot came off the pads, the rebound, top shelf, nothing Serper could do. Lucas Serper, that is. And the Revolution are off and running.
You are absolutely right. A lot of bouncing puck. And here's one right to the slot. Stop mid. Will it go through?
No.
It was right on the goal line. What does the referee say?
No signal yet.
D-Rev pleading their case. The crowd pleading theirs. But we know, once again, this is the home rink for D-Rev. So the crowd, very unreliable. Referee Henley making the decision. He calls timeout. He's consulting his other referee. From our vantage point, we don't have a good angle. I can't tell you what happened. And it looks like Henley is going to signal no goal. Wow, possible huge momentum swing there. It could have been a 2-goal advantage, and the hometown D-Rev crowd does not like that call. Lots of jeering from the crowd. You don't often see a home floor advantage in roller hockey with a crowd involved. Usually it's just your home rink and understanding the facility. But here, some people have stuck around from games before, so we got a very D-Rev friendly crowd here tonight. The Sixers looking to try to make that favorable crowd go home sad as they look to start their own offense and try to gain an even advantage here. Here comes the Sixers. Deflected off the side.
And it goes in.
Did it go in?
Yeah.
It went in.
The backhand shot from a real sharp angle on the goal line. It hit off the shoulder of Ricoeur, I think, or perhaps the mask of Ricoeur, and it found its way into the back of the net.
Wow.
Tied at 1.
Tricky shot goes in. What a huge momentum swing. We thought it might be 2-0 D-Rev. Instead, we have an even game. And here come the Sixers with new life. With 7:53 left here in the T3A championship game. Sixers behind the net of D-Rev. D-Rev will take it away, and they'll start a break on their own. They may have a man deep behind. They will not go to him. Shot. Looked like it deflected off the blocker and just goes to the glass. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Sixers. Pass across just goes awry. Another pass into the skates and stopped by Ricoeur. Another shot. Unable to get it off. Couple opportunities there for the Sixers, but unable to execute. And so D-Rev will have an opportunity. And they'll recollect in their own zone. Crawford will take it behind his net. Trying to slow this game down, regain control. Lots of stuff has happened. Momentum fluctuating all over the place. Who's going to be able to seize the moment here early in the first period? Or midway through the first period, early in this game? Who have you seen with the advantage? It looks so even. Everything looks so equal right now. Who do you think has the advantage so far?
If I were picking one team to win this game, I'd probably pick the Sixers. I think the way that they set up opportunities, they score off the rush. They have a lot of offensive ability, defensemen that like to move up in the play, and of course, Lucas Serper in net.
Very interesting. We'll see if that pans out. I don't know how well your picks have gone so far, so I don't know if anyone should be making any bets on that. Bankeroff will take it around from behind his own net, tries to pass it up, but it's intercepted by the Sixers. Sixers trying to generate some offense. This game has slowed down to a crawl after the Sixers knotted things up at 1. Both teams understand how much energy just fluctuated in the last couple of minutes. Now, just trying not to make a critical mistake and trying to find a way to get the go-ahead goal. Serper Passes it up to Moon. Moon able to control it from here. Passes up, shot. Patted aside, and the rebound is controlled by the netminder for D Rev, and we will get a whistle.
A good first save there by Recor, and he's able to pounce on the rebound, get the face-off to his right.
Face-off to the right of Recor, won by the Sixers. Wilson will take it into his own zone, through the neutral zone, loses it. 2-on-1 opportunity now here for D-Rev. Shot stopped by Serper. Big time save there off of a huge change of possession in the neutral zone. Wilson, best be sure not to do that again in such a tight game. Serper almost did it again, but manages to stay with it. And he will probe up. Oh, looked for a deflection out front, but unable to find anything good. Instead, it will just lazily go wide. Intended pass there for D-Rev goes awry, and the Sixers will collect it in their own zone and start their own offense. Michael Serper passes it up. Hounding defense early here for D-Rev. Sixers trying to break it, maybe with that move, but a save by Recor with the glove. Now we have a one-on-one opportunity for D-Rev. Gets by Wilson, but that will be stopped by Serper on the other side. These goalies starting to show off a little bit. Here comes D-Rev again. Shot scores! Austin Cooley beats Serper's glove hand, and we have a 2-1 game.
Yeah, the puck's turned over in the neutral zone here from the Sixers, taken away by D-Rev, and Cooley able to get to about the top of the circle and rip it past Serper. 2-1 D-Rev.
Austin Cooley denied on that first opportunity. Like you just said, able to take advantage of the turnover in the neutral zone. Doesn't miss the second time. Now it's a 2-1 D-Rev game. Here comes D-Rev again, and that one will be shot wide, and it will rim around the glass. For the Sixers, they will have a one-on-one opportunity. Goes to the wide of the net, around the back of the D-Rev cage. Looking for friends. Finds a friend out in front. Save made by Recor. Another save, and it stays out. Face off to the right of Recor as he makes a couple of beautiful saves to keep D-Rev in the lead.
Well played there by Recor.
Face off one. Stop made. Face off one by the Sixers. Stop made by Recor once again. He has played quite solidly so far. Englund will take it behind his own net for D-Rev. Stretch pass here. Unable to be corralled initially, but a friend will find it in the corner. Plays it behind the net. Ricochets off the back of the cage, where it will go to the corner, and there will be a battle. Out in front. Shot from the slot. Just misses everything. Golden opportunity there to take a 2-goal advantage, and now here comes the Sixers. 3-on-1. Passes it. Unable to be handled there, and that great opportunity gets diffused. Sixers still with control of the puck, though, as they look to find another one. Oh, wheels around one. Unable to maintain control, however. Kotea loses it for the Sixers. Excellent battle for the puck. They find the puck again. Sixers shot. Scores! And the Sixers have tied the game.
A great goal there by Darby McKinnon for the Sixers. He walks into the middle, and he's able to rip it high blocker side past Recor and get this game back even.
Sometimes hockey just comes down to puck battles. We've seen mismanagement from the Sixers come back to bite them. We just saw a puck battle lost by D-Rev in their own zone come back to bite them. We have a 2-2 game. Once again, back and forth, just like the T3B game. We were wondering, could we get anything better? We just might. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Sixers. Pass across, and it goes wide. Nothing there. D-Rev will collect behind their own net. 25 seconds left here in the first period. 2-2 game here in the T3A championship game. D-Rev moving methodically, holding almost for the last shot like in basketball. And it's saved made by Serper. And that looks like it will be the last shot with 5 seconds left. And the clock will run and we will go to the second period. What an amazing first period. Back and forth action. We're tied. We'll see you in the second. Don't go anywhere. And we are back here with the second period. The T3A MIHA championship game here in beautiful Fraser, Michigan at Big Boy Arena. The Sixers have taken a couple of leads. They've lost a couple of leads, and we got a trip here right out the gate. It looks like it's going to be Steven Seaman for the Detroit Revolution here, with an early penalty right off the draw, and this is going to be an excellent opportunity for the Sixers.
That's correct. We'll see if the Sixers put one of the Serpers in front of the net, try to get the diamond set up on the power play, get some shots through.
We've talked about the importance of puck possession. Well, now it looks like they're going to have a lot of it, but who knows? Here comes a shorthanded opportunity, one-on-one. Oh, but good defense by the Sixers, and D-Rev will think better of it. Max Szymanski had the puck, and he's got the puck again. Big drive. Where is it? It's under him. And that will be frozen for a whistle. Dangerous opportunity. Szymanski with a couple of them here, shorthanded.
And a good opportunity for D-Rev on this penalty kill. Good start so far.
Szymanski looking to continue his offensive clinic on the penalty kill, but Serper will take it for the Sixers and put an end to that. With a minute left, oh, big opportunity, deflected wide on top of the net, and we'll get a whistle. Oh, big deflection out front, very dangerous, very dangerous. The first dangerous opportunity the Sixers power play has had. Face off to the right of Recor. Slashed by D-Rev. Szymanski continuing to put pressure. Here comes the Sixers. To the right of the goal. Now here come 2-on-1 opportunity. Short-handed for D-Rev. Pass across. Shot. Stopped. Another shot. Where is it? It's frozen. No goal. Lucas Serper again with a couple of big saves on the penalty kill. What's happening?
Their best power play player is their goalie right now for the Sixers, and that's a problem.
2 minutes of power play and nothing's happening. There's been more shots for D-Rev. Here comes another one. Shot. Save made. Lucas Serper is playing great. If only his offense could help him. They're going to try. Shot just wide. Owen Woolley with a good opportunity there. Michael Serper, or no, Steven Serper rather, will take it behind his own net. Looking to stabilize. The power play didn't go exactly the way they wanted it to, but they're going to try to generate some offense. Instead, it might be a one-on-one opportunity here. England against Serper. England Dishes it back to a friend. Stop made by Lucas Serper. Lucas is having a heck of a game. The Sixers will dump it all the way down so they can get a line change, and D-Rev will collect from behind their own net. And here comes D-Rev. Weaving through the neutral zone is Seaman. Shot. Bad angle. Is it in? Who knows? It is not in. Save made. Woo-wee. Couple of close calls for the Sixers. But Serper has been able to slam the door right on the brink of the door. Right at the threshold. Oh, pass on the boards. Almost took out a bystander on the bench. Here comes Serper, weaving through, passes it to a friend. Big save there by Recor. Behind the net now. Passes it down just wide of a friend. McKinnon unable to corral that one. Serper will get it to McKinnon now, deflecting out in front, and Recor is able to handle it with a pad, collect the rebound, and will hold it for a whistle.
Yeah, good save by Recor there, standing tall early.
Excellent goaltending here in the second. No goal scored here in the second period after 4 scored in the first. Sixers win the faceoff in the attacking zone, but the puck goes all the way down after an errant pass. Serper will come out of his cage to slow it down, and the Sixers will start the breakout. Wilson fends off a D-Rev defender, moves it through, deflected out in front, and it will be frozen by Recor, and we will get another face-off with 8:54 left in the second.
We'll get the face-off here to the right, rather, of Recor. And, yeah.
Who do you think has the momentum right now? This has gone back and forth. It looks very even. Who do you think's got the momentum right now?
I'd say D-Rev because of the penalty kill and because of how they've carried play this period. I think Serper is giving the Sixers a chance right now, Lucas Serper that is, to get their legs under him and get the next goal.
D-Rev looking to carry on that momentum. I would agree with that. Right now, D-Rev seems to be in control. Recor's faced a couple of shots, but most of them pretty easy to contain. Lucas Serper, on the other hand, has had to play magnificent in this period, but has been up to the challenge. Will his compatriots help him here? 2-on-1. Oh, big-time deflection there. Looks like Schroeder with number 0 with a big-time stop, with a big-time play. Oh, stop there by Serper, deflected away. Rebound out front, corralled by D-Rev. Deflected out in front, goes wide. Another deflection, stopped by Serper. Net's kicked off. Looked like it as it got kicked off, it hit a D-Rev player. He's down. Meanwhile, the Sixers are in the attacking zone. They're trying to create some offense. First shot goes wide. Takes it by the net. Shot save made by Recor. He gets across the crease and is able to get a pad on that one. Long stretch pass, unable to be corralled. It's picked off by the Sixers. Oh my goodness, a golden opportunity there, but Woolley is unable to catch up with that pass. Sixers starting to gain some momentum now. Recor, shot, save made. Sixers still battling. D-Rev gets it out of their own zone. They're able to start an attack of their own. Battle on front, Serper cancels that one out. Cooley tried to get something going, but Serper says no. Here come the Sixers now. They'll get a line change. They'll collect in the neutral zone. They've been buzzing the last couple of minutes, but no goal. Can they get a goal? Right now, D-Rev says no, they will start their own. Puts on the brakes, gets it back in the neutral zone, dishes it to a friend. Shot across, scores! That one little pass from the neutral zone gets them set up. They're able to get a guy on the doorstep, and he buries it. It looks like number 20, Max Shemansky. We know him from the great effort on the penalty kill, and now he's rewarded here.
Yeah, good defense turns to good offense. A couple shifts ago, Shemansky was dominant on the penalty kill. Somehow the centering pass finds its way through. Shemansky buries it on the backside, 5-hole, and it's 3-2 Revolution.
Recor with an easy stop there. Gets it to the corner. D-Rev with a 1-goal advantage here in the T3A Championships. The last game of our great MIHA Championship weekend here in beautiful Fraser, Michigan at the Big Boy Arena. Detroit Revolution. Sixers. 3-2. Shot. Save made by Lucas Serper. He's been pretty fantastic here in the second period, despite what the score might say. He's had a lot of work. Another stop, another save! Right on the doorstep. Looked like Alex Courtney with a shot right in the low slot, and Lucas Serper with another big save. He has been standing on his head here today.
Yeah, he has.
Sixers will win the draw here. Lucas Serper keeping his team in this game. This should be much more than a 1-goal deficit. He's played fantastic. Sixers. Shot just goes wide of Recor. Here comes D-Rev. Bankeroff. Trying to attack two defenders. Manages to do so. Gets a shot, but it just goes wide of Serper. Sixers will collect. They will now attack two defenders, unable to do so. 2-on-2 opportunity here now for D-Rev. Tough angle shot. Deflected. Is that in? It's in! The referee says it's in. He's right on the goal line. He's got the best view. We've seen Serper struggle with some bad angle shots already today. It looks like this one finally made its way through.
Well, no ruling yet.
It looks like the Sixers are arguing the call, but the referee said it was a goal. And the referee is going to carry out that decision. Looks like it's going to be 4-2 Revolution. Lucas Serper not happy with that call. But the referee's right on the goal line. He doesn't have a better view. There's no better view in the house than that.
He's in perfect position to see that. He must have seen something that nobody else saw, but he was, like I said, he was also in position to see it. So I'll take his word for it.
So we got a 2-goal advantage. This crowd is starting to get a little rowdy. The Sixers. Now a 2-goal deficit. Recor with a big save. Michael Serper unable to do anything in front. D-Rev trying to get a big advantage here early. Or late here in the second period, rather. Michael Serper passes it up. Just wide of his brother. Sixers starting to put on some pressure here. But it's canceled out. 2-on-1 now for D-Rev. Back checker there. Big time back check. Shot. And that one will go wide. Fans will give a very enthusiastic reaction to that one. Sixers passes it across. They're trying to draw within one. Can they do so before the end of the period? Shot well wide. This puck goes rolling down towards the Sixers zone, and that'll give both teams a chance for a line change. Pressured behind their own net. Here's a battle for the puck, and Lucas Serper's going to have to hold that as that ends up squirting out in front of the net. The fans are getting rowdy here at Big Boy Arena. I mean, there's only like 50 of them, but they're loud.
It's getting to be that intense playoff atmosphere, and it's showing here in Fraser.
2-on-2 now. Here come the Sixers. Pass out in front, and that one is in! Gets the pass across, deflects it past Recor, and it's a 1-goal game.
Huge answer goal there by the Sixers here late in the second period. A beautiful centering pass comes across, and they bury it. And we'll see if they can't get another one before the end of the period.
This game's starting to heat up. This is what they wanted to do. Least draw within one. Now there's a minute left here in the second period. Can they get the equalizer before the period expires? We had 2 goals for each side in the first. Will we have 2 goals on each side in the second? D-Rev's held up that end of the bargain. Will the Sixers? They're going to have an opportunity here. Trying to weave through the defenders, unable to do so. Once again, Szymanski putting on pressure. Serper will take it in his own zone. Here comes Woolley. Woolley weaving through. Brings it out front. Looks like it was deflected. 15 seconds left. Steven Serper takes it behind his own cage. Evades pressure. 8 seconds left. Moves it up. Shot opportunity. Saved by Recor. Rebound. Deflected away. And that will do it for the second period. We've had a lot of fun. Maybe even a little controversy. But hey, we got one more period to crown a champion. Stay tuned for the third period. All right, we have one more period to decide who's going to be crowned our T3A champion. Will it be the Sixers or will it be D-Rev? If it's going to be the Sixers, they got to not only equalize this game, but they got to find another one too. If it's D-Rev, all they have to do is just hold on to this 1-goal advantage. Who will win? Who's going to step up right here, right now? Last game of the night. Does it get better than this? What else are you going to watch right now on a Sunday? Toronto lose again? No. Watch this. This is better. Here come the Sixers. Shot, Recor. Turns it aside. Sixers tried to get a pass through the center, unable to do so. D-Rev will collect it in their own zone. Patience. Passes it up through the neutral zone. Moves it through. Szymanski with a shot. Finds nothing. Oh! A pass back. A pass back by Steven Serper. Almost ends up in his own net. Thankfully, his brother's there to get his pad in front of that one. But very shaky for a second.
Well said. That was almost horrifically unfortunate for the Sixers. Race for it.
Big time race for it, won by D-Rev. They will take it in their own zone. They look to try to regain their 2-goal advantage. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Pad save there. Serper with a couple of big stops as he keeps the deficit only 1. Sixers will take it through the neutral zone. Shakes off a defender is McKinnon to Serper. To the point, shot, Recore, save made. Battle for it behind the net. Puck hasn't moved yet. Now it will. Serper will collect it. Pass out. Front scores! And the Sixers have tied the game at 4. The fans behind the goal are going nuts. Go ahead. We have an even game. Break that one down.
I was going to say the play goes out from up top to down low. Eventually they work it from down low into the slot, and what a rip that was to beat Recore as a draw back even.
Sixers have almost felt like they gained momentum ever since that D-Rev goal. Maybe they feel slighted. I don't know. I'm not in their shoes right now. I'm up here in a chair. They're playing hockey, but they're playing hockey with a lot of intensity. Serper with another big save. Sixers trying to regain the lead. They had a 2-goal lead just a handful of minutes ago. Oh, giveaway. Here come the Sixers. Breakaway opportunity. Scores! Nick Kutea picks the pocket of the D-Rev player and buries it to give him a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, a huge costly turnover there for the D-Rev defenseman. They give it away. Here comes Nick Kutea down the wing on the power move, and he's able to put it past a Recore who was coming out of the net on the poke check.
This has gone from bad to worse in a moment. They once had a 1-goal lead to start the period. Now D-Rev is down 1. Craziness here in the third. The Sixers have come out blazing. Can they keep that momentum going? What does D-Rev have to do to gain some momentum back?
Disrupt Serper some more. Get some pucks and bodies to the net. Play with the puck. Try to isolate a 2-on-1 somewhere. Get Serper moving left to right. Try to get it past him.
Here comes Steven Serper. Shot. Deflected out in front by a D-Rev defender. Will go to the corner. Sixers will win the puck battle. They'll go behind their own net and get a line change. Wilson looking at his options. Comes out from behind his own net and gives it to Serper. Back to Wilson. Almost loses it in the neutral zone. Will lose it. 2-on-1 the other way. Pass goes awry off the boards. 3-on-2 the other way. Here come the Sixers. Pass across. Shot. Rico with a big save. Sixers able to get to that loose puck first. Battle for it. And it looks like it's deflected out of play. Intensity ramping up here in the third period, just as we expected, right?
Yes, sir. We'll get the face-off deep in to the left of Recore. We'll see if they can't get a set play or something going off right now.
Sixers will look like they were going to win the face-off, but D-Rev's able to pick their pocket. Good defense there by Serper. Deflects it away, but D-Rev gets it back shot, and it goes wide.
That didn't miss by much.
Just misses the top of the net. Sixers come through the neutral zone. Shot from the slot. Misses everything. Deflected with a high stick. That's not going to go in, and wouldn't count if it did. Late developing 2-on-1 here. Shot out in front. Blocked by the Sixers. Lays out. What an unbelievable play. The net is knocked off. Serper scrambling, and defender's able to help him out.
Yeah, Lucas Serper there as he was recovering back to the net, knocked the net off accidentally. And that's why play was halted. We'll get the face-off to his left.
Sixers playing with some intense energy right now here in the third period. They're playing with their hair on fire right now. D-Rev. Oh, and the glove saved by Lucas Serper. That looked labeled for the top corner, but Serper's glove says, no, not today.
Yeah, he made that look easy, and as you and I both know, it's not.
No, it is not. Here comes D-Rev. They'll maintain some control after the face-off in the attacking zone. Still down a goal with 7 minutes remaining here in the third. T3A championships. This is the end of the road for both teams. Who's going to go home a winner and who's going to go home a loser? D-Rev finally enters the attacking zone. Opportunity deflected aside by the Sixers defenseman. 2-on-1 was a Bruin, but it was shut down by the Sixers defense. D-Rev wins the puck battle, but forced to collect in their own zone and reset everything. Going through the neutral zone now is D-Rev. It will be broken up. Here comes Wooly. Wooly's got Moon with him. Wooly gets around the defender, but is not able to beat Recor, and he will hold it for a whistle with 6:10 remaining here in the third.
Yeah, a good save there by Recor. A bad angle shot, but he's able to smother the rebound right away.
Face off now to the left of Recor. 1-goal game, Sixers with the advantage. They've scored 2 unanswered. Here comes D-Rev, breakaway opportunity, shot, saved by Serper. Second shot, misses everything. Serper comes off his net. Somehow it doesn't go in. What chaos! Here come the Sixers. Shot, save made by Recor. Here comes Szymanski. He had a goal earlier. Slap shot, save made by Serper. What was that?
As he was coming out to play that puck, he kind of like fanned on it, but the way that his pad was towards the puck, like nobody could you couldn't get the puck away, so it allowed him to his team to pick up the puck safely.
Face off to the right of Serper, won by the Sixers, and they'll collect in their own zone. Through the neutral zone is Michael Serper. He'll dish it all the way back down in their own zone to his brother Steven. Now up to Kutea, who has the go-ahead goal. Looking for more. Deflected aside. Don't know where that bounced around, but now it's in the hands of D-Rev. Szymanski. That gets deflected off his stick. Here comes to Kutea again. Battling 2 defenders. Does he have friends? No. Instead, Recor will make that stop. And here comes D-Rev, collecting in their own zone. Dumps it all the way down, hoping for a compatriot to go pick it up. Instead, the Sixers will get it out of their own zone. Michael Serper with it now. He'll carry into the attacking zone. He'll wind up. Will he shoot? He will shoot, and he will be stopped by Recor. Wraparound opportunity broken up. 2-on-2 now opportunity for D-Rev as they break through the neutral zone. Broken up here just for a moment until recollected and then given away. Another giveaway here for D-Rev. Michael Serper with an opportunity shot. Wide, misses everything. Sixers able to collect the rebound off the boards. And they will look to get a line change in their own zone. Darby McKinnon with it now. He'll pass it up. He'll go through the neutral zone. Wooly with Serper with him. Wooly deflected, off the pad into the slot, but the D-Rev defender was there. Now D-Rev's turn to break out. Battling a defender. Serper was all over him. Wasn't able to get anything done. Here comes Kutea. Kutea, he loses the battle one-on-one. Good defense from both sides. D-Rev trying to get some offense going. 2:50 left here in the third. Championship game for all the marbles. Sixers with the 1-goal advantage. They lead 5-4. 2 unanswered goals in the third have led us to this 5-4 game. Sixers pass it all the way back. Serper in his own zone. Big stretch pass. Connects all the way to Katea in the attacking zone. But D-Rev quick to sniff that out and break it up. 2:15 left. When do you start thinking about pulling the goalie here?
Probably with about a minute to a minute and a half left whenever you have the puck in the offensive zone.
Shot by Serper, rebound, and he'll smother that one. And 2 minutes, we've got a timeout. D-Rev, once again, we are in stopped clock time. The score is within 2 goals within the last 2 minutes. We will stop the clock at every whistle. So what does D-Rev have to do to get this equalizer?
They have to create a situation where they isolate the Sixers defenseman into an on-man rush or a breakdown situation where they have numbers and try to either move it laterally and shoot it past Serper or get pucks and bodies to the front of the net.
And what about the Sixers? The Sixers hold on to that 1-goal advantage. What are they talking about in the huddle right now?
They're talking about goalies coming to the bench. Make sure that, hey, there's no icing in roller hockey. If you have to dump it out, dump it out. Try to get it on the empty cage. If not, or if you don't have to, if you can, carry it towards the empty cage and make a shot an easier shot for yourself. But also make sure it gets out.
Timeout coming to an end here. Face-off will be, looks like to the right of Lucas Serper. Lucas Serper has played fantastic. He had a great first period, kept them in the game while they were kind of struggling to get their offense going. Battle for a puck that hadn't been dropped yet. Now the puck is dropped. Szymanski, big shot out front. Rebound goes to a D-Ref player. Another rebound out in front. Continues, stopped by Serper. His great performance continues. Now the Sixers will break out. 1:45 here.
Recor still in the net.
Recor obviously still in the net here with the puck in the attacking zone. Now they need to get control, right? Like the Sixers, if they maintain control for the next minute and a half, you can't get Recor out.
Well, here you go. Here's another odd man rush for the Sixers.
2-on-1 opportunity there. Recor with a big save. Might have saved the game. Is there a penalty? Clock is stopped. Looks like there's an injury.
Ugh. Gotta hope he's okay on the far side.
Looks like a couple players got tangled up there. Looks like he's okay.
Good to see him skating off under his own power.
Always glad to see that. No matter how intense this game may be, it's always important to remember we all have work tomorrow. But the not more important thing, but a very important thing that's happening right now is now there's a penalty. So Austin Cooley gets called for a penalty, and now with and another timeout. So with a 1-goal advantage, the Sixers now have a man advantage as well.
That's huge.
So now you're in the huddle. What if you're in the huddle for D-Rev? Like, this looks pretty dire. How are you going?
You got to try win the face-off, get the goalie out of the net, and make some kind of set play or some kind of rush attempt that you're confident in that can lead to a goal.
You have to think Max Szymanski has got to be on the floor here. He had a great offensive effort the first time they had to kill off a penalty. You would think he's got to be on the floor here again, and it looks like he is.
Yeah, he is. Number 20 there.
So he's gonna have to have another big shift here because his team needs it right now in the worst way. 1:14 left, 5-4 deficit. It all comes down to this. Can the Sixers ice away this game and become T3A champions? We'll find out. McKinnon at the point. Gives it to Serper. Now if you're D-Rev, you got to pressure here. McKinnon All the way back down to Serper. Shot out front. Opportunity just goes wide. Puck will go all the way down to Serper. 48 seconds left. 45 seconds now. Serper has the puck. He'll pass it up in the neutral zone. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Shot. Scores! And that'll just about ice this game. Another big goal there for the Sixers. 3 unanswered here in the third. And that one coming on the power play.
Yeah, a huge power play goal here. 32.1 seconds left for the Revolution. They would need to get one in about 15, 17 seconds to make it realistic.
They're going to try here. Szymanski, pass out front. And the whistle is blown. It will be frozen. Some physicality out front as they're crashing the net. Records out now.
24.2 seconds here.
Shot out front. Big save by Serper. Battle out in front. V Drev wins it to the neutral zone. Passes it across. Another pass. Time running low. Serper with another save. Serper with another one. And that one will stay out as well. 8.8 now. Serper with a couple of big saves here in the third. 8.8 seconds away from being champions are the Sixers. 5 seconds now. V Drev unable to get it. They will dump it down. And they'll be listening to Queen tonight on the way to Ontario. Sixers are your T3A champions.
Yeah, what a game. Well said. Congratulations to the Sixers. They were worthy winners. MVP to Lucas Serper for standing on his head. And that'll just about do it. Here from Fraser, Michigan, Grove City Hockey signing off. We'll be back next season. And as always, thank you for watching Grove City Hockey.